well-rounded and no-problem sort of series against these guys, you know, UCF is a team, if you give them an inch, they will take a mile.
So UCF will indeed try to take a mile. They might need a few miles to get by this Northwood squad. We are finally underway with game one. Rain trying to center for Bits. Could not get there in time. Bambi coming on as well, but here goes Noxus trying to go over Bits. He does. Oh, what a stop by Rain. Aided by the crossbar. I think he just barely got a piece of that ball. Now this one thrown in front, and Bits has to get rid of that ball as well. Looking very reminiscent to what we saw out of Akron achieves, right off the opening kickoff, all over Stockton. Now you're seeing Northwood just punishing UCF, putting them under immense pressure. Shot here off the post and in.
I think UCF got a little ahead of themselves here. Rain definitely should have been rotating on the goal line, but I think he thought Bambi was going to have a little bit more control of that ball as he took it towards that wall, and when it got out of control and went back in favor of Northwood, Rain just had too far to cover to make it back, and combine that with a post and in, it's just no chance.
Buddy's got a full tank of boost, and Bits put the ball right on him. This could be trouble yet again. Buddy blocked by Rain, but Pirates keeps this in the zone. Just another dump to the backboard, and finally an emphatic clear downfield by Rain. And Bambi got bumped as he was trying to set up on the back wall. That's just great field awareness from the Northwood Timberwolves as this ball goes right back downfield. Pirates looking for boost and ball. He got both. Now can he set up Noxus? No. It's another clear going back down to the Northwood end.
And well handled as well. But this is a good bit of midfield pressure here from the Knights. Definitely putting Northwood through their paces on defense there.
Off the respawn, Rain will get back, and now Bambi looking to set up any teammate. Rain was jumping, but Buddy had a big clear well over him, so Bits has to go all the way back. Just trying to find any cracks in the armor here against Northwood.
And I think I expect to see a lot of that from Rain this particular series. I think he is going to be willing to jump at just about anything that his teammates even have a remote chance at getting into the middle, because he wants to make sure that if there's a scoring opportunity, someone is there for it. Rain is the type of guy that does not want to leave anything on the table, and he also knows they can't afford to leave anything on the table when they play a team like Northwood. So expect to see a lot of diving from him to try and convert chances, even if they don't necessarily seem like they're possible, and that could leave a lot of gaps for that last man back on that Knight side.
Rain with a good defensive read, trying to get one over towards Bambi, but there's Pirates again on the back wall, throwing another one back across the line. Bambi will try again. Why not? They just keep getting repelled, but not punished. Still only 1-0 in favor of Northwood. And you also wonder if Northwood might have been looking ahead to this series when they were playing Carolina Charlotte earlier in the week. North Carolina Charlotte gave these guys 3 really good games. Northwood eventually pulled away and took that series convincingly, but it was not a walk in the park as so many other series so far had been.
And I think that point you bring up there is exactly why a lot of us on the desk ended up picking Northwood, maybe, to go 3-1, because we've seen a couple of teams take games off of Northwood. Obviously, we all still expect Northwood to come out here and be a strong force and be real tough to handle, but we've also seen that they can bleed, and that's why I think a lot of us picked UCF to at least take one.
You would imagine one goal would not be enough to pull ahead and shut down the UCF Knights, but it has been enough so far. Now Bambi trying to get downfield, only has one more to beat, trying to go through Pirates. Here comes Bits. The Pirates just had the flip over him. Bits could only get a piece of it. Pirates making sure to get that midfield boost so Rain could not. Shot from Nox's upper corner, and it's 2-0.
Beats all 3 here. I mean, Rain is just a little late. And Buddy is also too far back, combined with the fact that I think he thought someone else was behind him and he wasn't even really hustling that hard. Noxus just nails that shot from the sidewall, plenty of pace, and nobody was going to catch that one.
Bits looking for Rain, and boy, that caught a lot of ceiling and unfortunately did not get over to him. So now Buddy to Noxus. It's a jailbreak, and Noxus got a hat trick.
Jailbreak indeed, smashed it open here at the midfield wall. Rain thinking he's got time to grab some boost in the midfield. To make matters worse, it's not even there, so he goes to his back corner, picks it up, but the transition's already happened. That's what happens if you take off ball cam at the wrong time. You find yourself out of position with a transition coming at you.
So Northwood will play this out at the end, trying to maybe even run it up a little bit. They average 4.5, and they're at least going to get 4. Noxus just keeps on going.
Kickoff goes wrong. Bits is in an awkward spot here. That's actually the right move to try and trap that, and he actually got really unlucky that Buddy didn't catch any part of that ball. That's the only reason that one just falls off his car at the end, and he ends up going right past it because he thought he was going to have contact with Buddy, and since Buddy didn't get anything, he ended up hitting it a little strong.
It is the first, third, and 8th leading scorer in all of CRL on this Northwood squad. But it is Noxus who is the second man on that list. He's number 3 in the league, doing all the scoring here. He's got all 4 goals, make it 5 as Northwood rolls in game 1.
Just out of curiosity, is it in goals per game or total goals?
Goals per game.
Okay. I was just curious there because it's fun to see if it's just like raw numbers or if it's just, all right, you average it out.
Oh, we can find that number. And that number is going to get thrown off a little bit by 5 goals from Noxus here in game 1 as Noxus and his 2 buddies take down UCF in game 1.
Strong start to Northwood. To be honest, this one was actually, pretty comfortably in hand at 2-0. And I think a couple of different happenstances occurred that led Northwood make this game 1 look a lot worse than it actually was. I think UCF played pretty well defensively. As well as could be expected, I should say. It's just a matter of some real well-executed shots to get Northwood on the board early and then struggling to really generate any type of offense. But, that's what a lot of us expected going into this series. And right now, if game 1 is anything to go by, Jorby's 3-0 is looking pretty good.
By the way, just doing a little bit of quick math and a little research. Yeah, with those 5 goals in that opening game, Noxus becomes just the second player this season to hit 30 goals. Titanium, of all people, Titanium is up there with 30 total goals this season as well. So Noxus now with the team lead. As Pirates looking for one here. Buddy looking to center, but nobody's there. Noxus all the way back to deal with this from Rain.
Ooh, and some more strong transitions, and that's exactly the problem for the Knights here in this series. It's haven't really been able to shut down that transition at all. They finally gift a free shot over to Bits, but 2 people in the net ready for it. It's those long clears and those quick follow-ups from Northwood that has been so good, and oh, my heart, it hurts. You are so close to brilliance here on the goal line. This one hurts for Bits.
Yeah, he got a piece of it, got it up to the crossbar, but just had enough forward momentum that it ends up in the net. Buddy gets his first goal of the series, the first goal not scored by Noxus. By the way, special shout out to our friends over at CCA running a lot of the stuff behind the scenes this CRL season and getting those stats for us all season long. It's been, for a numbers nerd like me, it has been a gift.
Paradise.
Bambi looking to get some numbers on the board for Central Florida. Rain needs to center for Bits. Got the ball across, but I don't think Bits had any faith in the ball getting there as it did get by a defender. I think at some point UCF might just have to throw caution to the wind. You mentioned Rain being that kind of guy that if the ball is thrown in front, he will go for it. You don't want to leave any opportunities on the table. What UCF just left a moment ago is one of those chances where if Rain is in front, it's probably a tie game.
Probably. But I think at the same time, all of UCF has actually been, I think, subscribing to that mentality of, okay, if we have a chance to get it mid, we got to be ready for it. And that's why you see Bits right there double committing, not expecting Rain to get that one, and a strong clear all the way back the other side. Buddy wants the top right and a big save, doesn't get credit for it, but well defended by UCF there.
Rain will opt for the midfield boost, but it's Bits who comes up, only to be beaten by Pirates. This goes right back downfield. Knox is throwing one up there, and he can chase this down if Bambi doesn't get there, but he did. Pirates lobbing for Buddy. Does not work out, so Buddy will just retreat. Must be nice to be able to go for that midfield boost, but he whiffed on the ball. Bits' shot
punished.
is gonna go in.
What did you say, Stacks? Must be nice to be able to go for midfield boost,
Yeah,
but
well,
misses the ball. Give him an inch,
Oopsies.
take a mile. Bits with a free shot, nails the post and in, ties it up.
It looked like Northwood just, had the lockdown going. It looked like they were just going to keep them hemmed in their own zone, just rotate out, take the midfield boost, go right back on the attack. One mistake. That's all it took. And UCF is right back into game 2.
Very capable punishers. As Buddy just throws one down the middle of the pitch. And Pirates, challenge from what looked like forever away all the way across. Nobody is going to be there for Northwood, but I think they're really just in the mood of, if you can get to the ball, get there and challenge it, because they have confidence in their abilities. As that's a pass to Knox, tries to drop it back down onto Pirates' hood, and Buddy is being mindlessly aggressive there in the midfield. That was so dangerous.
And if you're a competitor and you're on this UCF squad right now, you've got to be fuming, because from the outside, what this looks like is after Northwood blew them out in game 1, they have absolutely no respect for Central Florida. None whatsoever. Knox is going to throw one up at the backboard, and like I said, if you're the Knights, you have to want to send a message here that, hey, we're going to hang around in this series. Bambi and Rain both go for that ball, and no, Rain is not going to take this one laying down. Buddy is there to steal that goal and just secure it, perhaps.
Oh, Pirates. That is a tough one to just drill at the net. And yeah, definitely a steal. Don't think the defender was going to be able to get up in time for that, but it made it look a lot prettier. What a pass and shot.
Buddy over to Pirates. Here we go again, right off the opening kickoff. And just about every kickoff has gone the way of Northwood. Rain will try to get onto this. Indirect for himself, but he lost control. Up off the backboard. Buddy is there. Picked his spot.
Great
just threw it high. Follow up from Pirates. Boy, I think everybody expected that Buddy was going to score, and they just gave up on this.
Everyone thought Buddy was going to nail that one. Went up towards the backboard, and Bambi was like, well, fair play. You got to tip your cap when the offense just absolutely reads you like a book and plays it the right way. Buddy, nice job being selfless. Just throw it off the wall and make it easy.
So a 3-1 lead for Northwood after Knox has scored all 5 goals in game 1. He's been silent. Neither a goal nor an assist. He has been playing defense. He has the only 2 saves from Northwood. Pirates looking for one for the highlight reel, and he almost hit the corner.
Pirates with a big read, and the follow-through from Buddy also trying to be the contingency plan, and another one chucked up the pitch for Northwood. And I think that's been their biggest bread and butter and what's allowed them to not get trapped on defense hardly at all from this Knights roster. Is they are so good at bombing that ball up the pitch, and they are right behind that clear when it comes back to them at the midfield line.
Final countdown of game 2 is Northwood looking to set up yet another sweep on the season. They've got 2 down and 1 to go. It was Knox's in game 1. It's Buddy and Pirates in game 2. And UCF is just going to be wondering, all right, what else are we going to see as we go into game 3?
And the answer right there at the end of game 2 is another L, because Northwood, I don't want to say dance circles around them, but definitely pretty comfortable there being super aggressive out of the midfield. The one that sticks in my mind, like you said, was as soon as Buddy went up for that just insanely aggro challenge as the third man. He had a teammate stuck in UCF's corner and somebody who was still landing and he went there and played aggressive as a third man just to throw the ball back onto that UCF half. And it's like, man, you're willing to make that challenge when, 90% of the time, that's when you just let them clear to you and then make sure that your teammates have time, as UCF, I think, are actually going to sub Snipes in here for Game 3 versus Northwood. And an interesting choice.
Yeah, and it's going to be for Bitz, who is the only goal scorer, an unassisted goal for UCF. So we will have Snipes presumably joining in just a moment. It will be a must-win for UCF, and you don't see this very often, the mid-series substitution, but we'll see it here tonight, and we'll see if it yields any different result, as Northwood have outscored UCF 8-1 over the first 2 games. Another countdown.
And I can't say that I mind them going for Snipes here. I mean, there's nothing wrong with either A, trying to get a little bit of experience into the substitute, but also playfully Snipes has referred to himself as the super sub of the Knights. And I think we may get a chance here as Rain on a big transition.
Yeah, they had a demolition, but off the respawn, stop is made, and now Noxus gonna take his time. I think he's might have been trying to set up Pirates, who's too far back, decided to take it himself. Block is made by Rain, and now Snipes just doesn't have any boost. And Noxus just guides that off to the corner. Boy, everybody just moving in slow motion here to start Game 3.
That's what happens when you're driving around everywhere and there's seemingly nothing in the tank, and everyone who's got the boost is nowhere near the play.
Snipes will try to center here, but it's blocked away by Buddy. Now Bambi just going to collect. Throwing one right down the middle, easily dealt with by Pirates and Buddy. But doesn't look like it'll be possession for Northwood. Bambi got a demolition on Buddy. Maybe an opportunity, but that ball goes by Snipes. Over Rain. It is Bambi at the back, and Noxus it all over him. Pirates playing decoy for Buddy's shot. That's high, and UCF gets away with one.
Actually, I'm thinking there's more offensive chances here for the UCF Knights here in this Game 3, but everyone peels off that ball, and Rain realizes Snipes wasn't going to challenge, so he cut back in on the play as Northwood, I think, looking for a demo on the goal line and leaving Bambi in the one-on-one, and pass to Rain, Buddy right on it, and just kills that transition from the Knights.
Oh, Buddy wins this, so it'll go almost all the way through. Noxus up against Bambi. This falls right perfectly to Pirates, but his shot was a little wide. But UCF just cannot get out of the zone. Snipes has to wait on the goal line, and Bambi had to come across from the weak side as well. Nox's shot is blocked away by Snipes. Now they've got to get downfield, and they don't, because Rain had to turn back towards the net. He couldn't even, they don't have time to go for the boost in their own zone. I think both back boosts went to Northwood, even though UCF is on their way downfield.
And look at the pressure being put on the goal line, preventing Rain from even going out and challenging that ball, and that's what makes Northwood so good. They know just how to make the defense squirm to keep ball possession, and nice challenge comes through from Rain, but again, they're going to have to get the ball off Buddy's nose here.
Buddy gave that away. Snipes brings it right back in. Pirates will try to control and does so. Finesses right by Rain. Now going right around. Bambi. Pirates threw one in front. That's stopped away by Snipes. Noxus will try again, but Rain is there to meet him. Now Bambi's got to get to this ball, but instead put the brakes on and turn around. Now we'll at least get this by Pirates. Again, UCF very slowly, methodically, trying to get out of the zone, trying to slow down the pace of play and almost play the possession game to play keep away from Northwood. I'm sure people have tried that. Central Florida is doing as good a job of it as anybody so far.
Yeah, I think that's actually the right approach. The more chances that you keep out of the hands of Northwood, I think the better your chances of success. Keep away is not a bad idea. It's just how do you turn keep away into offensive drives?
All right, this is what they used to do in high school and college basketball in the 80s, right? When you're up against a team that is so prolific offensively as Northwood is, just play stall ball. There's no shot clock in Rocket League, and well, you don't have to score in the first 5 minutes, and they have not so far as Rain bounces one in. That one's dealt away. Snipes just trying to delay a little bit, but now it should be Northwood ball. Pirates shot. Oh, a miss on the backboard, and that is going to cost them.
Yeah, nothing need be said about this one. Obviously a tough play for Snipes, but this one probably should have been hit. Surprising that neither Bambi nor Rain able to get a piece of that one. They both looked like they were in pretty good spots for it, but somehow the ball's got eyes, finds its way down onto Buddy, and it's a goal.
Well, the whole problem with playing the double wing in football is if you don't score first, you're in a world of hurt. And UCF did not score first. Pirates makes the stop on Bambi trying to dance through the air. Now Bambi waiting on the weak side, and they turned a little upfield, but will have to come back. Look at his drop one down, through one in front, and Rain scores!
Bambi, well executed play here. Pirates is a little slow because Pirates doesn't have a lot of boost. Actually, it gives Bambi a little bit of space. Noxus is tied up on the backboard as well with very limited boost, so some cautious approaches from Northwood due to the resources not being in their favor. Bambi's able to work a little magic and drop it right down to Rain.
UCF not going quietly. They have hung around in game 3. Bambi with a full. He did not get, it was Rain who did not get that corner boost. And now he's got to scramble back. He can't even go for the other corner as Pirate shot whistles wide.
I think he was looking for Buddy there. Just got a little too far away. And UCF on transition. Bambi again trying to work the setup artist angle.
Rain all the way across. Trying to set up Bambi for some last-second heroics.
Oh, no.
Well, the ball's going to be thrown downfield, easily dealt with by Snipes. And they will try to drop this down, but... And Northwood, hey, they've been so good on kickoffs, I'm not surprised they're willing to let this go to OT.
Just because it's in OT doesn't mean it's a win for Northwood, though. One goal can happen at the drop of a hat as Pirates was looking for the top right. Noxus, I think, had an open goal, but just didn't have the timing on his approach to the ball and ended up skying that one.
Pirates will play across. Got a second touch off the side, so now Bambi's got to get this. UCF again try to play that slower, controlling style. Pirates on the weak side. Banged one off the crossbar. Buddy with a double. Bang, bang. It's all over.
Buddy, what a double tap. Throws it across to Pirates, and this is some real great control there from Buddy to be able to line up that double tap because he knew he wasn't going to have a chance to put that right in with how hard that one bounced off the ground. So a great pass, even though I think he was trying to score it from Pirates, goes right back into Buddy, who's got the execution to make the double tap work. And UCF indeed 3-0 swept by Northwood, but they tried as hard as they could. They did as well as they could. But as for many and everyone Northwood has gone against so far, it is not enough.
Men have tried and men have died trying to slay Northwood. It has just not worked out. Only 2 teams have taken a game off of this squad. UCF at least gave it a run, especially in game 3. They made the switch to Snipes. They got 1 goal to their credit, but 1 was just not enough. Northwood moves to 7-0 and just an absolutely absurd, what do we have for an overall record? 21-2 is their overall record.
Looking like Akron. That's what they looked like when they were out there crushing everyone in the East, and Northwood come through and trying to level everyone up again.
Well, Northwood joins Akron at 7-0. Eventually, those superpowers will collide. But when we come back, we're going to bring you Waterloo and Kennesaw State, 2 teams trying to climb their way up the standings right after this.